Before we get into this review, quick life update. Just had my first child, a baby boy. He's doing great. Mom's doing great. Just wanted to let you know that's why I haven't been reviewing so many different things. I haven't been to the theater that often. I have been watching things on streaming, some old, some new, and I will review those and post those when I can. But I just wanted to let you know why I haven't been posting as much. I will still watch things and get them out when I have time to actually record and edit. But just wanted to let you know. Thank you for all your support. Let's get into this review. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about The Tiny Map of Perfect Things. It's a 2021 rom-com. It's on Prime Video. It's based on a short story that I'd never heard about. It stars Kyle Allen and Catherine Newton as Mark and Margaret. This is a time loop movie. I know what you're thinking. Time loop. We've seen this before. And yes, we have. They do mention Groundhog Day in this. They mention Edge of Tomorrow in this movie. We start off, we follow Mark. And the cool thing about this movie is we are already in the time loop when we meet Mark. Mark is doing things around the house and you're like, oh, okay, he's done this before. And he's having conversations with his family. He's doing word puzzles and everything. Then he goes throughout the neighborhood helping people along the way. So he's been here for a while. We don't know how long he's been into it, but we know he knows everything that goes on in the neighborhood and he helps out along the way. The first 10 minutes or so, Mark is trying to get this girl to go out with him. So she gets hit with a ball at the pool. So he comes up with different ways to protect her from the ball. And he keeps trying to axe her out and to try to walk her home and things. Because he's trying to date her for this whatever time he has until everything resets. And it's not going particularly well. And one day he comes up with this plan. He's like, all right, I'm going to do this. And a girl comes in and catches the ball. And that's never happened before. So he's looking for this new girl and he's like, what is going on? Eventually he does catch up to her and they talk and he's like, oh, you've been in the time loop too. And she's like, yep. And I know what you're thinking. It's a rom-com. So now they're about to fall in love in this time loop every single day and love each other. It's not exactly how it goes. Margaret is not combative, but she is not trying to hang out with Mark all the time. Eventually she does decide to hang out with Mark and Mark is like really falling for her, like, yo, she is really cool. And he tells his friend and he has to tell his friend like every day, like, yeah, I met this girl. She's really awesome. And, they have the same conversation. But at a certain point, Margaret, every day at a certain time, she gets a phone call and then she leaves. And Mark is like trying to figure out what's going on, trying to break through to have this connection with this girl. She's like, listen, I can't do this. I know you want to kiss me and all this stuff. No, we can't do this. And the rom-comness is not really there in terms of romance. Like, it has some funny moments when they're hanging out, but the romance, you can see Mark really trying and Margaret is really trying to keep her distance. And it becomes more like a drama as Mark is trying to figure out, what he can do, what else he can do to break this time loop. He tries to leave and take a plane somewhere and see if he's on the other side of the country, if it'll break. And he's trying to figure out how to get out of this loop because he can't be with the person he wants to be with. So he's like, all right, I got to figure out a different strategy here. I've done everything in the town. At some point they do hang out and look for the perfect things in the town. And that's how they grow their relationship, their bond, their friendship, essentially. But he really wants to be with her and she just doesn't want to explain what's going on in her life because he's been doing everything the same for so long and she's also been doing everything the same. And at some point, you understand what's going on and that makes the ending a little more perfect for me. But it's a cool movie. If you enjoy time loops, if you don't mind just spending time with essentially these two characters throughout the whole movie as they do things around town. It's a little different in terms of a time loop because we start in it immediately. And I had a good time. It's a cool, cute movie on Prime Video if you're looking for something chill to watch. The Tiny Map of Perfect Things. those are just my thoughts. If you watched the movie, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.